to the Inskein Asylum. I'm Nurse Needles, your host, and today you're going to learn your first big stitch, a single crochet. You learned your chain stitch in the last video and how to hold your hook and yarn, so now we're going to learn some real stitches, and so that'll enable you to do actual patterns. So we will look at our little swatch here, and I'll show you which stitch that is. You did the chain stitch right here. This one, the slip stitch, we'll learn in another video. And then here is your single crochet. So it's the pretty in pink one. I will show you what the abbreviation for it is. So when you look at patterns, this is what you will see. You will see SC stands for single crochet. And what it does in a diagram, I showed you what a chain stitch looks like, the little flat circle. So this is what a single crochet looks like. It looks like an X. So if you look at your pattern, we're going to do a bunch of single crochets on top of a pattern. This is what it will look like. But when you are working with a pattern chain stitch, the single crochet is one chain high, so you always have to allow for that. I will show you what that means in a second. Okay, so what I did was I did a bunch of chain stitches like so. And remember I told you that the height of a single crochet is one chain high. So we will skip this little chain right here and single crochet in the second chain from hook. Now you see how I told you before the chain stitch is shaped like a heart, and it has an upper lip, lower lip, and a spine. Well, for easy purposes, you can go into either one or the back one or that. It's easier to just go into the top lip. So we're going to do that. This is a little twisted here. Go skip this one and then go right into this lip. You can see them. They look, I know this is one of the hardest parts of beginner crochet is seeing where to actually put your hook. And here is the first one. Looks like a little heart or a loop. And here's your second one. And you can see it looks like it's going to give you a kiss. Little braid. So put that hook right in there, like so, as you can see, and it will look like you have two little loops on your hook. So you're in the foundation chain right here, and then you're where you left off when you finished your chain. Okay, so then you're gonna do, remember that good old yarn over from before? Yo, let's do a yarn over, yo! And you will drag your yarn over through this first foundation area right there. And you're going to rotate it. Remember, you see how I rotated it downward again towards your thumb so it doesn't snag? See how it snags right there? Let's turn it and rotate it to there. So now you have two loops on your hook. What can we do with these two loops? Let's do another yarn over and get rid of them. And pull it through both of them. And that is a single crochet right there. Nice and easy. Want to do another one? Let's do a bunch. Okay. So insert. So let's see where we're gonna put it. This is hard. This is kind of a hard part. A lot of people have problems, and you won't though, because we'll show you. You see the lip right there, and there's the bottom lip, the top lip, the spine. You can't really see. Who cares about that right now? We're gonna put our stitch right in there, our hook right in there. So let's put it right in there. Do your yarn over, pull through that base. Yarn over, pull through two. So it's kind of like a 1-2 pull. Go all the way across. Insert, yarn over, and pull through two. And can you see it again? Do you think you can find it for me right there? Is that where it is? Sometimes I suggest when you're doing single crochet, or if you're crocheting and you're new, use a larger hook. Go one size up from what's recommended, and then sometimes even on the chain stitch, since you're new, go 2 sizes up and then go back to just the 1 size up when you're doing the single crochet or whatever stitch you're doing after. That way you have a nice, until you get the hang of it and you get a nice, you're able to visualize your stitches and it's not too twisted, then you can go back to normal hooks as time goes on. But you can see there's lots of stitching going on, so there's plenty of practice to be done. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through again. Insert right into that top lip. Only that lip, only make sure you only have one string on there. Yarn over, yarn over, pull through two. And you can, I mean, you can either pull through 2 loops, or you can include the spine, or what have you. Just for the beginner person, it's easier just to have to go through this one loop, I think. I think it makes less to worry about. Yarn over, pull through 2. We'll do one more, and I'll show you when you go on to the next row what you're going to do. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2. Sorry about that. Confusing you. Don't want to do that. Okay, so now we have our first row. Isn't that adorable? We're going to go up and turn around and go back the other way. But we don't want to just turn around and do it because it'll start to round on the edges. So to keep the edges a little on the squarer side, we're going to chain 1 because that's the height of a single crochet, and turn and work on this side up here. Now when you on the top of the stitches there's 2 loops after your first row. So you're going to go through both loops because in the chain before we only went through that 1 loop. Here we're going to go through the 2. It makes it easier. The first row is the stinky part. The chain row is always hard because it's not as easy to see everything. Here things will start to get much more easier seeing. You'll get more pleasure out of doing your crochet. Okay, insert your hook there through the 2 lips right there. Yarn over, pull through those 2. Count them like as one loop over your hook, and that makes things easier instead of saying, oh, I'm pulling through 2. No, you're not. It's kind of just one piece together. Yarn over, pull through 2. Insert, measure 2, but we'll call them 1. Yarn over, rotating downward towards your thumb so that you don't snag anything. Yarn over, pull through 2. We'll go all the way. We won't go all the way across, but I'll just kind of do a few slow so you can see what's going on. Insert, yarn over, insert, pull through 2. Oh, hey, we'll go all the way to the end. What the hey? So you can see everything in, and I'll try and go real slow so you're seeing. And you see how I keep my pinchers close by. I'm not letting them get too far out of hand because we want to keep as close to where we're inserting our hook. I just keep moving them and keep a good hold of what you're doing. Insert, yarn over, insert, yarn over, and then you got it. That's your first 2 rows of single crochet. So let's look at it in pattern form. When you're reading a pattern, you're actually going to be able to open a book and read it. So here we go. What it will say is, this is what it will look like. Let's kind of draw more. I'll draw another row on top. That way we did the 2 rows. Okay, so it'll say chain. So usually there's some kind of indicator that this is the beginning of the row where you're going to start, like an arrow. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 chain we're doing. Then it will say single crochet in second chain, CH, remember that one? From, here's a new abbreviation, hook, HK, hook, okay? So this means you're going to chain, 7 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then single crochet in second chain from hook, and that's the X. These are your single crochets all the way across. Then it will say, this is row 1, single crochet in each stitch across. Single crochet in each stitch, ST stitch, that's a new one also, across. Or chain, it might say chain. Either one, they're interchangeable. So that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochet. So I'm going to write this. This is what you will find at the end of your row, is a number in parentheses, and that will mean how many stitches are in that row. So when you're done with the row, count and make sure that matches that last number on the back. And that's a well-written pattern, has that on it. Now to go into the next row, you will say, this is it, chain 1, and that's what you will see in the pattern, single crochet in each stitch across. Single crochet in each stitch across, or it may say single crochet, either one. So there's your stitch, there's all your nice abbreviations, and a lot of times steps are separated by a semicolon too, so it might do that. Now count again. It may or may not put the 6 on there again. It may or may not. Now a lot of times it won't, because that means there's no change in the amount of stitches. So you just have to look at the previous row and say, okay, it's probably still going to be it should be still 6 stitches still. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And then what it'll probably do, if you're going to make a nice big square, your single crochet, I'm going to show you what single crochet looks like. It's really pretty. Here's a completed swatch of single crochet right here. And that's upside down actually. And there's your chain right there. And then you're just going to keep going up and across. Up and up and up and up and up to make the swatch. So then usually this says row 2 to however many rows. Let's say I think there's 12 in here. 12 rows. So this is how, I think it's much more than 7 chain, but it's kind of get the idea. So you, for the next row, you'll do it again. You'll go chain 1, single crochet, and stitch across until you get to row 12. And then they'll say bind off. Now binding off is a whole other thing. We'll get to that in another lesson. So that is how you do a single crochet. And the next stitch that you'll learn after this will be double crochet, our other popular stitch that that's in crochet. So I will see you next time at the InskeinAsylum.com. Thank you.